this thing and everything that psychologists have been calling evolutional accelerationism for the past, I don't know, 15 plus years is nothing but been random people, okay, with all their families, each one a situation, and the situation went around the whole time. There were between an instrument of crime on one end and now a newer instrument of crime, talking about, and they're telling you and your family one of these angles is going to teach you a lesson, and if you try to fight it, you're going to lose. All right, that's what they're telling me about AI today in the news. If you try to fight AI, you will lose. But here's the thing, you don't have to fight it. You don't even have to say it loudly. So imagine that situation. Now that situation's all done. So and they were calling it a higher educational tool out there to the children, you know, so they could add more instruments of crime, people's acceptance for instruments of crime, and then your whole family's surrounded by what? Instead of angels, instruments of crime, right? If you're not going to be surrounded by angels, you're going to be surrounded by pervert demons and instruments of crime that are going to turn around and be like, your penis is an instrument of crime. Yeah, they'll literally say that, and then they'll go after your boys' penises and stuff. You know, over in some other country where they want to do eugenics to you, or maybe fake Israel, Zionist scumbags. You know, maybe they want to do eugenics. Maybe that's what they summoned Adolf Hitler about. Because he doesn't just appear out of nowhere. When you're doing wrong, you make these rifts for these types of people to come out. Especially when you're doing wrong against God, right, Israel? Isn't that right? Because you claim that you're, you know, you have your stories of God. You're the most connected. Everything goes to you first. But if you're abusing that, then that would be like giving everything to the devil. But anyway, it would be like giving all your logic and common sense out there against you. So that's how you end up spawning these dictators and shit like that. That's how I see it. That's how it's been going. Especially when you're here to accelerate the process. Right? Right, guys? He's in Israel. The Messiah's in Israel. He's in America. They know he's here in America. They know he's here. They know he's here. They're telling about him. Well, why does he keep getting the wrong ID? So, anyway, between two instruments of crime. And imagine having a device in your head. If I went to the bank and I put it in your head like a device, instead of your brain, you'd put a fucking big sticker there. And you're between two instruments of crime. Pick it. It could be a gun. It could be worse than a gun, right? It could be anything you want, kids, right? Come on out to the toilet. It's swirling and whirling. Might be something in there. Is it a dead Duke? I think the toilet in a way is metaphorical, because if you think about spirit, it's always level, like water. Water's always level. Now, if you took that little thing, this is probably like some nasty ritual that they started doing somewhere where them bloody pens are at. Ah, these bloody pens. So then you're shitting on this little spirit thing. It's like you're shitting on your spirit, kid. Doing a ritual, flushing yourself down the toilet. What's there? Oh, you can't polish a turd. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, and you have all these dead parents that just gaslight their kids. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Now you're between two instruments of crime. And some people are like, I don't fucking blow my whole fucking family away. Fucking tired of these motherfuckers. Good. If they were in that situation, pull the trigger. Wow. Nuclear fucking device goes off. In the bank. Nobody heard. It was like a fucking tree falling in the woods. Only I heard it. And they're like, you're no one. And then when it's time to be no one, they're like, you can't be no one. You know, they play these stupid fucking games with you. And they try to tell you who you are. Bat your head around like a cat. You know, so when you present who you are, they're like, you're no one. You know, and it's like, you really think you're going to get that fucking spell to stick to me? As no one? I'll be walking out the fucking door with criminals. You'll be surrounded in a fucking pile of instruments of crime and murder weapons. Right? Then you can listen back to the rap music. Told you motherfuckers you were getting aimed at, idiot. And what entity was that? Well, the music was going somewhere else. I'm not going to talk about that because you're already trying to steal that. Oh, we're using movies and music to cast out the devil. You're not doing any of that shit. That was fucking lies you got from Pandora's boxes sent to Jordan Peterson's address and John Vervaeke, the fucking cox monkey. I'm going to save us from the beast and AI by investing in just AI and the beast. He's gone. And all these people are like, he's a genius. Yeah, because you could type just about all that shit into an AI and it'll poop out a little fucking handbook. And then you'll get locked in the fucking handbook like you're locked in the Bible, like you're locked in another fucking book. You just keep getting locked like a fucking footstool. Really. And then you'll be like, oh, we're such creators. Meanwhile, you get all the way to the end like, why the fuck would we create that? Because you weren't creators. You were just simply going through what God already commanded, what already happened, how you got to get your hard licks. Fucking school of hard knocks. Click, 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 click. And you'll realize that everything happened already. And you had a second chance. That's all you had. That's all I had. A second chance. This was a whole second. This wasn't your first chance. This was your second chance. That's why you woke up with amnesia. You're waking up with amnesia. What the fuck is that about? At childbirth? Who, me? So, that's real strange. And now they want to try and scribe it all away. Oh, these are special medical devices that need special security agencies, special security teams. Jordan Peterson all of a sudden needs a special handler coach to tell him how to speak, to tell him how to do his job. Well, where was that guy? He was just hanging back. He was just hanging back like the global elite. Like, look at these fucking idiots in costumes. Don't go out there and say anything to them. There are pawns and fucking peons. They're just going to sit there with a fucking dunce cap on, getting their head funneled out. Think you're funny, huh? Well, I gotta go. See you guys later.